how do I put it? It's very cringy, but cringy, like that cringiness where like you can't look away.
Yeah.
You know that.
It's correct.
You know, like our group chat where you're like, you don't want to look, but you have to look. You know what I'm talking about? Say those type of things where it's like, oh, I don't want to. Oh, fucking.
But I'm looking anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking anyways. It's that type of cringe. But it kept my attention and it kept me interested, and I wanted to watch more to see what was going on.
Right. I'll even get the mustache and everything. Don't fucking tempt me. I've got the eyebrows. Not to laugh that hard. Welcome, everybody, to episode 12.
Let's try that again.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 12 of Moat 9. That's MOAT, the number 9. Episode 1, 2, what?
12. Episode 12.
Episode 12. Jeez. So picky.
Not picky.
Fuck. Get some cigar in him, and all of a sudden he's all feisty and shit. So I'm tempted to put up a screenshot so you could see how we do this. So you could see all the green check marks, and then the lowly
black.
Solo little 2, little 3, little black check marks,
2, little
indicating
check
that
marks.
it just all it means is you watched double what I did. That's not a lot.
More like quadruple.
It was well, those don't count because they're not part of the that's ridiculous.
That is very ridiculous.
You went ham.
I went a little ape ball.
What's The Gentleman? Let's start off there real quick.
So remember I watched the series on Netflix, The Gentleman?
No.
There was a series called The Gentleman.
Okay.
Well, it turns out that there was a movie back in
2020?
2020, the actual movie came out with what's that guy's name from Sons of Anarchy?
Peter.
You know what I'm talking about,
one.
right?
No, pick one.
The main guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Jax?
Yeah, I guess. Not the tall guy.
Charlie Hunnam.
Is it? Charlie Hunnam.
Told you.
Yeah.
Called it.
Matthew McConaughey, Colin Farrell, Hugh Grant.
Damn. I don't remember this.
What's his name? Espinoso? Espisoto?
Okay.
Espisoto, what the hell is his name? What's his first name?
Giancarlo.
Juan Carlos Stanton.
Giancarlo.
Stanton.
The Italian version of Juan Carlos.
Jeremy Strong, if you don't know who Jeremy Strong is, he came out in Succession. Vinnie Jones, Hugh Grant. So that movie back in 2019, sorry, not 2020, 2019, it's a Guy Ritchie film.
Okay.
So
okay.
Also
Hunnam
about pot.
Plays like a little, not off, but he seems tougher than most of his roles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I vaguely remember there's a scene that they memed, like he makes. I don't know. I know which one you're talking about now.
So that it's basically about pot farmers, and then the series kind of breaks off from that.
Okay.
So I knew about the movie The Gentleman. I thought I had seen it, so I went ahead and rewatched it.
And you were right.
I was right. I had not seen it. So that's The Gentleman.
Okay.
And then the series that came out on Netflix that just came out this year.
That's based on that.
Like based on what that thing. And it's also by Guy Ritchie, but he made the movie a series type of thing. You know
so
what I
it's
mean?
the same story overall?
So same premise, yeah.
Okay.
So it's actually really good. It's worth a watch. I would watch The Gentleman movie before you watch the series, but I did it opposite, not knowing.
Okay.
Because I thought they were just two different...
Coincidence.
Yeah, I thought it was just coincidence, like...
Okay.
I, Robot and I, Frankenstein have nothing to do, but they both see I, type of thing.
I understand what you're saying.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, that being said, nice.
Worth a watch.
Moving on. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry Davis is a comedic genius.
David.
Larry David is a comedic genius.
You
could fix that, right?
I really, really wish I had found this show sooner because I would have not shut up about it.
Cut to when I first told you about 3 seasons back.
No, even before that.
It was before that.
No, I know, but even I would have needed to have caught on to it before that because since I've seen Always Sunny,
Yeah.
not all of it, but I'm like through 2 seasons if I'm not mistaken. I prefer Always Sunny, but that's not that's like I'm not making a comparison of Always Sunny and Curb. I'm talking about Always Sunny and Curb. Like
it's right
fucking
there.
If it hadn't have been for Always Sunny,
Yeah.
I'd be raving about this show. I've watched maybe 5 episodes. I try to put it on in the background, but it's so funny and interesting that I catch myself like pausing so I could finish what I'm doing, and then I start watching again. But because I'm doing it during other stuff, I can't focus the way I would like to. I would love to just sit there and just bang out 2 or 3 episodes at a time and just give it the attention it deserves.
Yeah,
because it's just ridiculous. Like the scenarios that he gets caught up in, it's just so ridiculous. It's not real world. I guess maybe I'm sure there's people out there that live that life.
Now you understand why I like it so much. I mean, it's literally me.
If
putting my foot in my mouth for once, the most of the time, I always put my foot in my mouth. But it's like
anyway. Anywho, where were we? Where are we at?
I don't know. Should I go through mine?
Give us a rundown real quick on the roast.
Oh. Okay, the Tom Brady roast. 3 hours long, dude. 3 hours long.
I wanted to watch it because I love comedy, but I can't stand Tom Brady.
Okay. I don't like Tom Brady, but I do acknowledge that he's the GOAT for what he's done and how much he's cried about it.
I disagree. But anyway.
Well, then you would really like this.
Probably. From what I've seen so far.
You would have completely enjoyed it. I mean, I remember the roast Comedy Central, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Comedy Central used to have roasts once a month, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was
once every 2 months. I don't know, but it was constantly. There was always roasts,
right?
And I can't remember his name. Jeff
Goldblum.
No way.
Jeff Ross Yucko the Clown. Okay. Dude, the shit that he comes up. Oh my god,
terrible.
Dude, comedic fucking genius. Like it was so fucking. Oh my god.
So you never knew?
I did not know that. That is amazing. That explains a lot. Jeff Ross might be one of the goats because that. Oh my god, dude. Anyway.
I mean, it was a stellar lineup. I mean, there was Nikki Glazer. I think did a phenomenal job. Burt Kreischer and Tom Segura came out. The 2 bears,
mm-hmm.
one cape, but they did like a slideshow type of thing.
Okay,
it kind of fell through, but they're fucking hilarious. Sam J, I never heard of Sam J, which was funny. Your favorite Will Ferrell came out.
Nice.
There was so many. Andrew Schultz. You know Andrew Schultz? Okay,
I love Andrew Schultz.
Let's see. There was a couple like sneak appearances that came out, but I think that Nikki Glazer was number 1 over everybody that was talking shit.
Okay.
Who else was there? Jeff Ross, Nikki Glazer, those 2 guys. There was a couple other, but off the top of my head, I'm going to say if you really dislike Tom Brady, this is something that you need to watch. However, it is 3 hours long.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, you get good comics, and 3 hours will blow through quick.
So it was good.
So watch it in chunks. Got it.
I think I watched it all in one, but
you did all in one sitting, huh?
Yeah, I didn't watch it live because it was on a Sunday, and they did do it live, and it's the first roast ever live on Netflix.
Okay,
and it got I don't know how many. Whatever.
Oh, just this. I will say, I'll give them that, dude. I guarantee it had crazy numbers just because it was Tom Brady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy fucking
and
numbers.
It was hilarious. The whole thing was hilarious. I mean,
uno más, and then the other thing.
Yeah.
Hit me with Baby Reindeer. I don't know if unfortunately, but I think I know the controversy more than whatever the show is. because apparently the lady that this is based on is suing or some shit.
Was on Pierce Morgan. And,
Yes.
And he only gave her like a couple $100 to do it. Realizing how much it blew up, she went back and tried to get more. He's like, sorry, we're done with you.
You signed. It is what it is.
And then the joke is she sent Pierce Morgan 40 million emails that he didn't respond to, because that's kind of like what happens in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this lady has a mental illness, right? She's obsessive. How do I put it? It's very cringy, but cringy, like that cringiness where like you can't look away.
Yeah,
that
it's a car wreck.
Like our group chat where you're like you don't want to look, but you have to look. And you know what I'm talking about. We'll say those type of things where it's like, oh, I don't want to. Oh, fuck, I don't want to.
But I'm looking anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking anyways. It's that type of cringy.
Mm-hmm.
But it kept my attention, and it kept me interested, and I wanted to watch more to see what was going on. You kind of already knew that you feel sorry for the main guy that's in it, because it's based on I don't even think it's loosely based on a true story. It's based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, it's a little crazy, very stalkery type. You know what I mean? And then come to figure out what's actually happened behind the scenes, and what she's done previously, and how he feels. And so there's a couple instances, and there's like really like rape scenes.
Oof.
But like not of what you're thinking, and you're like, oh shit, like industry rape type of thing.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yes.
So like a Me Too kind of thing.
Right.
So that's like a couple story within a story type of thing.
Oof. Okay.
So it's really interesting. It's really weird. It's only eight episodes. I think the episodes are 30 minutes.
Dude, I called it. I love that they're doing more miniseries. Yeah. I love that they're doing miniseries, because that's my thing. Like this, though, we're going to talk about it in a bit. But Under the Bridge, like all these little, it's a long ass movie, is what it is.
Yeah.
And you don't have to get caught up in like another season and another season and another season where it gets a little too dragged out.
Yeah, one and done. Get it done with.
Oh my! And anthologies is another one, because like True Detective, one season, one story, and then you can move on. I'm loving it, dude. I used to like because it came out as kind of like a mini series back in the day. Most of the Stephen King's ones actually came out like that, and I loved it. It was an event. It was something to wait for, the next week for the next episode. And then once it was done, it was done. That's it. So I actually might end up watching that, because I've been kind of on, because I started Under the Bridge. I've been on a crime drama kick. Yeah.
Then you need to go back to watch. What did you say? HBO or Max?
Oh, True Detective.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're on that kick, just stay on that and kind of.
Now's the time to plow through.
Yes.
Got you. All right. Okay. So, overall, what would you say? Good? Not even rating technically, but just.
I would say.
Is it done?
Yeah, it's done.
And you finished it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, overall, good?
Overall, good. Yeah.
Recommendable.
It's very recommendable.
Okay.
But.
There's other more important shit to watch.
No. But it has that vibe of, what was that show? Saltburn? Did you ever watch Saltburn on Prime? It has like.
That vibe.
There's like a gay vibe in there.
Okay.
So like male on male vibe.
Okay.
So if people like don't want to watch that type of stuff, this definitely has it. It's not like in your face type. Like
it's not agenda-y.
Yeah, but it's there because it happened in the story. So you put it in the show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it was kind of like, but that little chunk makes
it reverberates.
Yeah.
It causes ripples.
Yes, exactly. So that little piece is kind of like just puts everything together.
Gotcha. Okay.
Worth a watch.
All right. Well, there we go. We'll end there, and then we'll be back with the final chunk.
A word from our sponsors.
And welcome back. And if you notice the difference, no, I did not shrink. Because I think I was, that's a significant difference there. Which kind of sucks, because now you could take away my height, and now I just look fat, which is fine because I am fat. But whatever.
His nalgas were hurting.
Yes,
his chairs.
I needed a cushiony chair because it's old people problems. It was my sciatic nerve.
Sciatica.
It just pinched right in the right spot, and now my whole leg is just tingly.
See, that's why you have to stretch sometimes.
Yes. I need a stool right here. That would be perfect. We're
gonna have to do this on recliners. No,
bro. Since the beginning, I've been looking forward to like that. What was it? 2 times that we did on that one. Perfect.
I know.
Perfect. Homelander.
Perfect.
Alrighty, sir.
Let me go through 2 really quick things.
Oh, cool. So I can just sit back.
Yeah, you can sit back.
Just type in one.
Queen Rock Montreal, 1981. They just released it on Disney Plus.
Now, 1981 literally means that's when it came out, or that's part of the title?
No, that's when it came out. They actually showed the show. It was about an hour and a half.
Okay. The show or the movie?
No, it was like live recording.
Okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was amazing, dude. Amazing.
Why did it say rock, though?
I don't know. That's what it's called, Queen Rock Montreal. Like Queen Rock's Montreal. But it was the live recording of Montreal. And they like remastered it so it looks fucking amazing, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah. Worth the watch. If you're a Queen fan, not a big Queen fan.
Even if you're not?
Yeah. It was
you should
amazing.
be.
So, of course, I watched it with my partner in crime because he loves Queen.
Yeah?
Yes, he loves Queen so much. So, yeah, it's really worth the watch. If you feel like watching like a rock
That's good
concert,
parenting right there, bro.
right? You know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like my kids into AC/DC.
Yeah, you see, there you go.
Hell yeah. Anyway.
Showing them the classics. But yes, I watched the Queen. It's live recording. Amazing. And yeah, very unfortunate that he is gone. The legend, the rock legend,
In all
Freddie
fairness,
Mercury.
Compared to Live Aid?
Live Aid wasn't the complete concert. This was.
Okay, fair enough.
But Live Aid was like
Bruh.
top of the mountain. Yeah.
Talking about live performances, Jesus.
Yeah. So, it's worth the watch. It's pretty cool. And actually, when we watched it, it had just released that day. So we're like, hey, look, this is on. Boom, put it on. Let's watch this thing. Yeah. So.
Okay, so that was Queen Rock. What's the
let
other
me
one?
go into Dark Matter because I think that's all we have left.
That's pretty
right?
much it. And then, let me double check that. And then.
Can you scroll up or no?
No. But that's episode 11.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know.
From here.
But there was
you want to see
no,
something else?
that's fine. No, we're good.
Pull it up in the meantime. Go ahead.
So Dark Matter on Apple TV. Oh, did you finish Fallout?
Who?
Fallout?
I haven't even started it.
Oh, okay. Anything else on there? Land of the Bad, Beekeeper. Body Problem?
I did start 3 Body Problem. Here we go with my bullshit.
Yeah.
It's too much of Monarch. It's too much of a Monarch vibe where they're doing the back. It felt to me like exactly the way I felt watching Monarch. So I'm just like, it's interested me enough to want to know, but I don't know if enough to watch to find out.
How far did you get?
I only watched the 1 episode. I'll say that.
What happened at that episode?
I don't remember, but I know I watched. If you tell me,
Did they put on the goggles already?
yes, but I think it's a slow burn. I think I'd have to get into like all the way to episode 3 or 4 to be hooked.
There's one episode where you're like, whoa, what? Yeah.
I might. It's one of those shows that I think I could do a recap and be like, okay, that was cool. But I don't know if I'm gonna sit and through the whole thing. How many episodes is it?
There's 9 episodes, I think. It says. Yeah. So I've already watched 5 out of the 9.
Okay.
I would say this is like my new like favorite, like wanting to watch. Like I need to watch.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'm liking it more than Under the Bridge.
They're different shows, though.
It is, but
But just overall, like,
yeah,
if
like I put.
what would
like,
you prefer?
Like the both of the new episodes came out, and I wanted to watch Dark Matter over.
Okay, that makes sense.
Speaking of Under the Bridge,
Yeah, you want to say no? Well, we said we were gonna leave that last.
Oh.
Well, it's a good segue. Okay, fuck it. I can't wait. I can't wait for it to end, but not in a bad way. Not like I'm like get it over with. More
Yeah.
like I want to see this last episode. I like.
so it's a total of 8 episodes.
Well, I've finished 7, as a matter of
Oh, you
fact.
did? Okay.
Yeah, it's last.
So we're both caught up. Yay!
Yes, for once.
For once.
The writing isn't great, but it's good enough to where the stories got me. They did a good job of editing it to where the plots. Because if you just tell the regular story, it'll probably sound a little boring.
Yeah.
But the way that they put it together, the way that they kind of like, oh well, now you have this little bit of information, now you have this bit of information,
And then there's a twist.
just let alone the fact that it was the best friend. It's like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah.
And then they really get into how fucking psycho this chick is, and fuck.
Yeah.
Um,
Based on true events.
the character development, yeah, the character development is actually pretty good because now they have a complete separate of like this person you dislike, this person you kind of like feel for, even though they're part of the you know the problem per se. The one thing that is bugging the shit out of me is that relationship that they have between the reporter chick and that one kid. It's creepy as fuck. Like I don't
But-
get
but you
she cares because he reminds her of her
You're not getting that?
brother. I think that's what they're trying,
Yeah.
but I don't pick that up. I just get a weird, creepy love interest vibe, and that I'm like,
Even though she's not interested in guys?
it's not playing out that way. I don't get the surrogate brother thing.
Yeah.
It's just I think that's what it might just be me.
Yeah.
Somebody like if you're getting that vibe, then it's probably just me. But it's just weird.
Yeah, I think she was doing it because of her brother that she
Mhm.
lost. No spoilers. It's
Yeah, shame on you. It's already episode 7 with 1 episode left. If you haven't caught up yet,
Exactly.
But it doesn't ruin enough. I mean,
No,
just
no,
the
no.
overall.
but it is good. And
So we're gonna end on a geeky note.
what's the geeky note?
X-Men.
Oh yeah,
We
I
were
forgot
supposed to
about
do that one
X-Men.
before
I forgot. I'm sorry.
X-Men.
We're in a roll.
Wait, you're done?
I still have a couple things to go over, but we can
No,
go
I
into
mean
X-Men.
you're done with X-Men.
X-Men completely done.
Watched it
Have
all?
you finished it?
Yes.
I was gonna say shame on you if you haven't because they're fucking like 20-minute episodes, dude.
Hate it.
You're terrible. You're fired.
I don't.
Did you watch the original X-Men animated series?
I think that's the problem because they like we were saying in the last episode, they did a good job of making it more for the adults that watched it as
Mhm.
kids,
Yeah.
but it's still too kiddie. And I do like that they're introducing more of the comic books
Mm-hmm.
to the kids
Okay.
rather than just having them focus on the MCU. Like,
Yeah.
this is a really good way of taking your kid that maybe watched the MCU with you
Okay.
and then saying, if you like X-Men, bro, get into the comics.
Yeah.
This is where they're getting all of this stuff from because they're doing the call outs. They're doing like the one that you sent me.
Yeah. Oh, everybody.
I was doing that all like throughout the whole season. It just seems too like they figured out Endgame did the most callbacks of any movie ever because they had 12 years, whatever it is,
Yeah.
to call back
Which
from.
was amazing. It was amazing. I'm not
But it was more organic. This one's
Yeah.
like
forced a little
pandering.
bit.
so for that
I think
reason.
they're trying to get,
Which
pull
make-
everybody in.
and
to
makes perfect
watch,
sense.
You know what I mean?
I just don't care about what's happening. I'm watching just for the cameos and just for the hey, check that out. But the story just bleh. It has enough that I am interested.
Yeah.
The little twist that they have,
Okay.
the way that the season ended, bro. Talk
Yeah.
about. It's one of those where I watched the whole season. I'm like, whatever. Okay, finish it. And then I saw the end, and I'm like, fuck. Now I want to watch season 2.
Right?
Because did you get the Professor X where they ended up?
Yes.
For those that
Uh-huh.
haven't watched, try not too much of a spoiler, but they end up separated. The
Yeah.
team ends up separated. Where Professor X ended up, you know who that
yeah,
is.
I actually went back to watch X-Men Days of Futures Past, and what comes after Days of Futures Past? Apocalypse.
Mhm.
But then did you see his hand with the card?
No. A card?
Yeah, you didn't get that far?
No, I mean I saw all of it, but
Okay, so it shows that he picks up a burnt card, Remy LeBeau.
oh shit, I missed that.
So he picks up Gambit's card, and it's burnt.
I knew they were gonna bring him back.
But why are they bringing him back? Because he's gonna be one of the Four Horsemen. Because in the comics,
Ooh.
Gambit becomes like this. I can't remember what, but there's like a super Gambit that, you know what I mean? Because every time whoever's the Four Horsemen, whenever they join Apocalypse,
right,
they become like super mutants, right?
yes.
So
The one I always loved was Angel becoming Archangel.
Oh, Archangel, yeah, that was my favorite too.
That was fucking badass.
So he picks up the card.
I don't know how I missed that. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was definitely one that I had playing in the background,
Yeah.
and I didn't like. If I heard something really interesting, I would go back and rewind. Okay, that's what happened.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that I just the Hulk thing, like
Yeah.
in episode 5,
Mhm.
I saw it and I'm like,
Wait, what?
Fuck that. So I rewind. Oh, it's Morph. Got it.
Yeah, and
So,
then he
shit like
was
that.
who did he did Hulk, he did what else did he come out on? He did 2. Okay, so like Captain America came out, Iron Man came out,
Mhm.
and then of course they did Hulk, and then Doctor Strange came out,
Black Panther.
Black Panther came
Mhm.
out. Who else was on there? I mean, there was so many Easter eggs, like so many.
Daredevil.
Daredevil came out. Did you ever know that Cable was Scott and Jean's son?
Oh yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and that's why when people are talking about the mutants in the MCU, I'm like, Deadpool has technically been MCU and Cable was in it, so it's not like the mutant thing is new technically.
Yeah,
But
they don't ever put it together.
yeah,
the not geeks don't put it together. Yeah,
fucking July cannot get here fast enough, dude.
X-Men overall. Sorry, I know. I just wanted to go into that news. There's still something else I want to go into.
Oh.
but, X-Men overall, great, very nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
I love
will
the
give it
original
that.
series. I tried to watch it and I couldn't. It was very unwatchable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go back and I want to watch the original animated X-Men, just to give me that feel again. You know what I mean? Before the next season comes out, because of course another season is gonna come out. You really didn't like it,
I didn't dislike it. It's just
not even when Magneto was stretched out on that X, which was so weird. I don't know why they did that. And
I know
then
why-
it's
I know
just
why
tiny
they did that.
whiteys,
It's
tiny
just-
whiteys, tiny blackies.
tidy blackies. It's very comic booky, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. But I had a huge problem with comic books
Yeah.
that they would do the death of Superman. They would do this happened to this person. What happened to Wolverine? I was like, what the? Never. They're gonna fucking fix them sound like everybody comes back. Nobody really
Well.
dies. Nobody really is damaged. Like it's
Well, you don't
it's
know.
just a
if they're
thing that
gonna-
happens.
What do you know? What happens to Wolverine when they take out his adamantium?
Yes,
What?
Berserker.
Berserker, Primal, Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine.
yeah. That's gonna be too much of a focus point, though. We'll see.
Man.
It's gonna. What was the other thing you wanted to get into?
The Deadpool. What do you call it?
It's
Time. What is it called?
Runtime.
Runtime. 2
No.
hours and 7 minutes.
No, that's not right.
How could it not be right?
That's not right.
Dude, I just saw that released.
No. Mm-mm.
All right.
I'll look it up. You keep talking.
No, because I'm right. It's a credible source from my MCU friends.
What the? Because they had said that it was like 240 or 230. So they.
I'm just gonna light my cigar.
What? I was looking forward to it being 2.5 or 240. Fuck that. Give me all the Deadpool and Wolverine it can handle. I'm convinced that the portal thing is not what we're hoping it is.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm because everybody like no, I don't think so. Because I'm thinking about like what are they possibly gonna fucking what could they possibly bring to that battle? I'm sorry, I know it's Wolverine,
Yeah.
I know it's Deadpool, but they're not gonna save the day. They're not gonna change
Yeah.
anything. If they do it, it's just kind of as a joke, like a Deadpool thing.
Yeah.
But to me, that diminishes the impact of Endgame. Because if that's the case, then it was all for Tony Stark died for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that TikTok about Captain America that I sent you? It was Captain America's fault. Tony Stark died.
No.
It goes back to Avengers.
Uh-huh.
He's like when he says like, when are you gonna put your whatever, or when are you gonna put yourself on the line, or when he gives
Right.
him that whole speech, and then he does a nuke. He takes a nuke up to the outer space, and he almost
Right.
dies. So after that, he just kind of like progressively wanted to, save
I haven't seen that one.
everybody.
That makes sense.
So, fucking Captain America, my man in the high castle, essentially killed Tony Stark with his words.
That just makes me love him even more. I don't like Tony.
I know you don't.
I like Tony, but I'm like, okay, he died. Get over it. Somebody has to die,
Right?
even though nobody else did. They brought everybody back. They're gonna bring them back.
So there's
Whatever.
a huge lineup. There's a bunch of stuff coming out. We got last week came out Kingdom of the Planet of Apes. Fall Guy came out the week before that.
Fall Guy streaming.
Garfield came out. If are you interested in If? That's a
I'll
good
watch
family movie. The Strangers. Did you hear about that one? It's a horror flick. Furiosa,
I'll watch that one.
a MadMax saga.
It seems like it's gonna be a Chris Hemsworth movie, but whatevs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Bad Boys. Ride or Die.
I thought that came out already. I could have sworn they came out
it
like 3 years ago.
No, Bad Boys for Life came out. This one comes out June 6th in 2 weeks. So I mean, there's a bunch coming out.
Yeah. Like-
Rebel Moon 2. No interest in that one.
Yes, but I keep forgetting
Yeah, me
because
too.
it's out.
Yeah, it's out. It's been out.
I think it's because I'm more like, okay, I need to get that over with because I'm waiting for the R rated.
Yeah, me too.
So
There's a big list.
yes.
So we'll have the last episode of Under the Bridge,
Mhm.
probably the last episode of Dark Matter. Hopefully, you can get on that one.
I'll-
I recommend that over
I'll
True Detective.
push
if
that
you
one.
can't get to that one.
I'll push for that.
And then whatever else you can watch. More
Because
Curb.
I'm telling you, yeah, more curved, and I'm telling you, dude, there's a lot of stuff that hits
Fallout.
streaming. Fallout is on there, but the Kong X whatever
Yeah.
just hit streaming. The other Godzilla movie that
Oh.
Godzilla -1,
Yeah.
it finally hit streaming.
Dude.
Yeah, so there's
Dude,
a
I tell you this:
bunch.
if you're gonna watch that one, watch it at night with your headphones.
Minus
Just-
one,
Yeah, just like focus. Oh,
I could probably pull that off actually this weekend.
Speaking of that, I was gonna tell you, Shogun.
Okay.
You cannot watch in the background. There's no way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then
did you see the thing with the Japanese, the dialect?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The traditional Japanese
dude,
dialect that they went back to.
Yeah,
It was-
that's interesting.
Yes, and it's very hard for me to focus. I want to just sit and focus on that show
Hmm.
because it's like 80% subtitle.
Yeah. I just learn Japanese.
Yeah, sure.
I need an
I have enough
excuse.
time. I'll just stop watching everything.
You have enough time. You could probably do both. Instead of watching a show while you're taking a shit, learn some Japanese.
Right? Oh. No, I was going to say
Hajime Moshite.
Never mind.
Yeah, please don't. I actually said actual Japanese, so it's
Did you see Akira bike came out? Like they made a Akira bike?
oh
An actual
shut the
Akira
dude,
bike?
don't.
Bro.
If I hit the lotto, I
Bro.
am so buying that
It
shit.
looks so fucking badass.
I don't care.
And if you don't know what Akira is, I saw the Akira slide, right? You know, the
Mhm.
Akira slide. They did it on what was that show with aliens from outer space? The one that you didn't like, the one Pio Kim.
Oh my god.
What was that show? You remember it?
Yes.
Anyway, she did the Akira slide, and then they went back and they started showing everybody that's done the Akira slide.
wanna
I
see
was
that.
like, "What?" I sent it to you on TikTok, and I was like,
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I finally caught up with like the 50,000 of them, so
I'm
that's probably on the new batch. Okay.
"I'm that guy."
No, it's not. It's not even so much. It's just that I don't watch for like 2 weeks, and then I go back. I'm like, oh fuck, there's 50 of them. I need to
Yeah.
go through and
Yeah,
Power
It's
through.
daily.
Anyway.
thing.
that's how much time I don't have. Little window licker. Anyway, so that being said, guys, remember, be good to each other, but more importantly, be good to yourselves.
Peace.
You too.